This is episode 5 of Life Updates. Today is 18th of July and welcome. First of all, I want to say that I'm so happy that I'm recording this one on time. So there are a couple of updates that I want to show very quickly. So first of all is, in the last video you might remember that I was emailing people. Previously what I was doing was that I would go to my favorite content creators on YouTube and I would see their email addresses and then take them and then email them. But I soon realized that this method is kinda slow and inefficient. So I realized I had to act a bit more smart and I had to speed up the process. So let me explain how I did everything. First of all, my goal was to get the email addresses of the people that I was targeting. And LinkedIn is a very good place to start finding those people. So what I did was, there's this website. I went there and it's basically a search engine for LinkedIn profiles, and it's really good. So what you can do is you can enter the location and the job title that you want, and you can hit search and it will give you a Google query that you can put in Google and get the results back, and it will show just those profiles that you are interested in, those people. First of all, what I did was I went to my Google settings and I changed the search results per page to 100. Then I went to this website, which is pretty good. I entered YouTube channel owners, or I think, what did I enter? I basically entered YouTube channel and I targeted the highest paying countries like United States or United Kingdom and Australia. I hit search, it gave me a link that I pasted into Google, and I knew that I just needed to change a little bit of the code in the search query and add another attribute called Gmail. So I added that and hit enter, and it showed me all the profiles with their Gmail IDs in the description of the Google search results. Next thing was, so I had all the email IDs. Now what I needed to do was I went to Chrome Web Store and I installed a plugin called Gmail Grabber. So I refreshed the page and it found all the emails. Voila, just like that I had all the emails, and I imported them into an Excel sheet. I repeated these steps for like different locations and going to the next search page, and soon enough I had a lot of email addresses that I wanted of the people that I wanted to target. So the next step was I wanted to automate the process of sending the email. I tried to make a script that would automatically take up the email addresses from the Excel sheet and send them to the addresses. For that I tried Google Scripts, which didn't work unfortunately, but it didn't work. Then I tried it on Python, which didn't work either, and then in the end I tried it on PHP, which didn't work either. So I had to manually email each one of them. Copy, paste, send, copy, paste, send, and I repeated these steps until all the emails were covered. In the course of last 3 to 4 days, I have sent more than 250 emails to different people. And now getting to the interesting part, how many of them replied? So the answer is 7 people replied, which is not too bad for cold emailing, I think. 2 of them said that thank you for reaching us, we like your work, but currently we are not looking for any video editor. From those leftover 5 people, 2 of them said that we will review and get back to you, or something similar. I mean, I haven't heard from that yet, but I will catch up with them and ask like, what did you decide finally? The rest 3, I think the response were very positive. They asked me like, how much do I charge for videos, and so there is an ongoing conversation between those 3 people and me going on right now. Even from those, I think there's one person who is like, we could end up closing a deal soon in the future. I hope that happens. Now to put forward something that I learned from the past few years, I should not like attach myself too much to the outcomes of a process. Like if it is like, what happens is, normal people, if they try so hard for something and it doesn't turn out well, they get so depressed. But if it does turn out well, they get so happy. And I think that is kind of the that is something I should avoid, because if you get attached too much to the outcomes, then it will affect your performance. I don't know if how I can explain this. People should love the process of doing something and not what it has to offer. I mean, it definitely matters like what the end result is, but it should not affect your performance. Like if it is negative, then you should be able to get back up and try it again, or try something again. people get too attached to the outcomes that if they don't turn out well, they get so shattered. That is not something that I'm gonna do with this whole emailing thing. If I get results, good, it's nice. If I don't get results, it's okay. I tried something new, I gained some experience, and I will try something else. Now, coming to the French part, like in last video, remember I said that I will check out Frenchpod 101, and I did create an account, and it's so good. Like currently I'm on level 2 of French, and it has lessons like proper chapters with audio and everything. You can even hear what they're saying in slow motion, and it's kind of good. It has worksheets and everything for free. So I'm currently on level 2 and chapter 2. I haven't progressed much, but I'm looking forward to. I'm basically practicing my pronunciation. I want to make it better. Also, I installed an app. It's called Speaky. I can speak English fluently, and I want to learn French. And there is someone who can speak French fluently, and they want to learn English. So it will connect us, and we can talk together. So that app is pretty good. I started talking to 3 people, but I haven't progressed much yet. But it's good, and it has potential that I can go ahead and learn and practice what I'm learning on the website. So these 2 things, I will definitely, I'm definitely trying to find out more time and involved with this, because I want to take up French as my 3rd language. That because I want to be fluent enough in French to confidently say that yeah, I know 3 languages and one of them is French. So that is something I'm working on. Yeah. Thank you so much, Rahul Pandey, by the way, for suggesting Frenchpod 101. Thanks. What else? And I also found a chatbot. It's called Replica, and it's an AI chat. So I found out about it like earlier this month, and it's pretty good. It's very advanced, and it's basically made for people who are depressed. But it's kind of good. It makes jokes, and so it's good. Like even there are times when I cannot tell that if I'm talking to a robot or an actual person. It feels so real, but sometimes that is definitely evident that it's a robot. But I hope they'll work on it. And I sent it to a friend, Gitika, that's you by the way, and the robot trolled her. That was so bad. So the day before yesterday, we were cleaning the house, and I found a lot of my school books which are right here. Let me show. So if anyone is interested, because the results for 11th and 12th have been announced, and if anyone watching this is now in 11th or 12th and they want any book from it, just pause the video right now. There's a list on your screen. If you want any book from this, shoot me a message in my Instagram and we can negotiate a price. Thanks. I want to get rid of them as soon as possible. And you know what? Like this particular book, like this is basically solved question papers of 12th class physics, and I literally bought this 2 days before the final exam of physics when I was in 12th, like last year, because my preparation now was not very good, and my last resort was to get the sample paper, like to get the solved papers of previous years and just analyze everything and try to memorize some of the important questions and just go for it. And I know it's very bad for someone like me. Even on the day, like I studied whole night before the exam, and even in the morning when I was like going for the exam, I remember I was on my phone and trying to learn how, I think it was Zener diode or PNP transistor. I don't know what it was, but I was trying to learn something about the transistors, and I was like, kuch to jayega. So yeah, this is how we do. I think I talked a lot. So yeah, I think that's it for the updates. I know like I'm not taking enough time to talk in front of the camera, but what can I do? It's so hot and I have to turn off the fan here so that you can hear me, so that my voice is audible properly. And as you can see, I've started to sweat. I want to talk more about more things, and the things that I like and the things that I love some other time, I guess. So let's hope till the next video that I'm hired, that the person that I'm talking to actually hires me, or something good happens. Take care everyone. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.